What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 47, and we start today's episode off with a game against Newcastle United here at the Hawthorns. And as you can see by my team, they're pretty tired because this game was being played in midweek, just after the Arsenal game. And of course, that's what's happening this season. You know, because of the Europa League, because of how well we've done in the Capital One Cup, because we're in 4 competitions and performing in all of them. Really, it means that we are playing so many games in quick succession. So my team was quite tired for this game as we welcome Newcastle United, but even so, I didn't want to make too many changes. I still picked a very strong first 11. Of course, there's still no Berahino as he recovers from his injury, but regardless of such, I still felt confident, despite some tired legs out there. And not to mention 2 defeats in our last 3 games against Spurs and Arsenal, and the other game was a draw against Crystal Palace at home. There's no win since the Napoli game. I still felt confident as we took on Newcastle United, because Newcastle United are like a Jekyll and Hyde side for me. They really are. Sometimes you'll see them in my career modes doing really well, pushing up towards a Champions League place. Sometimes they're really poor, and this season, as they sit in 14th place, I felt confident about our chances, but the first chance did fall to Newcastle United as Tiote finds Gutierrez down the left-hand side. He finds Remy Cabello, who crosses the ball in, and Papi Cissé's shot is well saved by Ben Foster and scrambled away, so still scoreless, but a chance here as we win a free kick inside the Newcastle half. Craig Gardner strikes it here just past the quarter of an hour mark towards the far post, and it's a very good save by the goalkeeper as he turns the ball away, so good stop there. Still 0-0 as Gardner almost scored a fantastic free kick, but in the 27th minute it's Remy Cabello who plays the ball forward towards Papi Cissé, and well, how about this for a finish? I thought Foster was going to get there, that's why I brought him out. He didn't. Cissé won the battle in terms of pace, and he won the battle in terms of putting the ball through the sticks. That was a between the sticks. Fantastic finish by Cissé. He just lobbed the ball over Foster first time outside the area and into the open goal, and that was a wonderful finish. Under pressure, man chasing him back, breathing down his neck. That's a brilliant finish by Papi Cissé. His 3rd of the season, and it's West Brom 0, Newcastle 1. So Newcastle go in front in this game, but a good chance for us to respond here in the 55th minute. Fabian Delph collects the ball and keeps hold of it. He keeps on going, spreads the ball out wide towards Victor Anichebe, who gets onto the ball, takes it around Daryl Janmaat, finds Wellington Silva, great cross into the box, and Niang gets his first goal since the Napoli game and makes it West Bromwich Albion 1, Newcastle 1. So Niang equalises for us. Great to see, of course, because we have been stuttering a little bit of late, in the games against Arsenal, Palace and West Brom, against West Brom, Arsenal, Palace and Spurs. We only had 1 goal in those 3 games, and it's great to see that we have responded here and got ourselves a goal back, because we just haven't been at the races of late, and that's a really good finish. So Niang makes it 1-1 here, but a great chance for Newcastle again as they go down the left hand side here with David Santon. He keeps holding the ball, turns his man, finds Anita keeps holding the ball, and I just couldn't get the ball off Newcastle. The cross comes into the box, Cissé heads it on, it finds Sissoko, and I really have been singing Ben Foster's praises ever since we joined West Bromwich Albion. I think he's a very decent goalkeeper on the game. He's been growing quite nicely despite his age. He's our captain. I don't want to take him off the captain duties, but really he's such an inconsistent goalkeeper. One game he'll play out of his skin and make save after save after save. Another game he does that. How is he getting beat there? It's underneath his body. He shouldn't be getting beat, and it's West Brom 1 at Newcastle 2, and it's frustrating because that was really poor goalkeeping, and there's no excuse for that. There really isn't. But as kickoff comes, I give the ball away straight away, and as Cheick Tiote collects the ball here, it's a great through ball out wide towards Remy Cabello. Cabello then collects the ball and plays a great ball himself into his French teammate Gabriel Obertan, and the former United and I want to say Bordeaux man makes it West Brom 1, Newcastle 3, and Newcastle are going back up north with the win under their belts. And it's a real shame as well, because we just, I don't know, like, that goal was my fault for giving the ball away straight from kickoff, but I couldn't seem to defend in this game at all, and that's been a real problem at late. I haven't been able to defend. We haven't kept a clean sheet in so long now, and in the 90th minute, the last chance for us to get back in the game fell with Danny Ings' header being easily tipped over the bar and out for a corner, and from that corner it ended up crossed into the box by Fabian Delph towards the centre. Craig Gardner goes for the header, it's cleared away, and it's for Zambrana who strikes it. It's the Peruvian centre-back strike, deflected, and the keeper saves it and it's turned away. So West Brom 1, Newcastle 3, the final score. That's now 4 games where we've lost 3 and drawn 1. and it's just not good enough. It really isn't. It's really, really poor, and I'm taking all the blame, which I should do. Obviously, I'm the one playing the games, but even so, there's big name players out there like Ben Foster, who I have obviously no control over, who just aren't performing, and it's really, really frustrating. But still, following that, we had a transfer for Fabian Delft, a man who's been in such good form for us this year, despite the fact he says form okay. He's been in great form. Arsenal want to take our midfielder for £10 million. Now that's not bad considering the fact we got him on a free from Aston Villa, our rivals, but we asked for 20 million, and we'll wait and see what they say. And Stoke wanted £5.5 million plus a day for Juve, and I was like, no, it's pointless. So there you go. And also as well, Sevilla said no to the deal for Gamero, so that's okay with me. And also Will Hughes says he wanted to play in this game against Carlisle United. So the second game of today's episode is a visit from the League 2 side as they come to the Hawthorns to take us on in the FA Cup third round. And this game could not have come at a better time. It really couldn't have done. As you can see, I did make 11 changes to the side because it's not just to do with tired legs now, it's just because the team have been out of form as well. It's a mixture of the two, really. This game couldn't have come at a better time. We needed to get a win under our belts, and no disrespect to Carlisle United, but as a League 2 side coming to a Premier League ground, we should be the heavy favourites for this game, even with 11 changes and a much weaker side. So we do take on Carlisle United, and a chance for these players out there as well to really show me that they should be getting into the team a bit more, because obviously with us out of form right now, it's a chance for them to say, hey, the current players aren't playing well. If I do well against Carlisle and chime in with an assist or maybe a goal or a very good defensive performance, then maybe you want to play me instead of the regular centre back or centre mid or striker or wide man or whatever. So we take on Carlisle United, a great chance for these players, and also a chance to put them in the shop window as well and say, hey, I'm not using these players, do you want to take them on loan? Obviously players like Ben Taleb and Davidson and players like that who are currently on the loan list, hopefully a club will see them play well in this game and want to take them on loan. But the first chance fell in the 19th minute. Jordan Abita won this header from a corner which went over the bar and out for a goal kick, and it was a really slow tempo game, quite stop-start, and the first chance for Carlisle United fell in the 24th minute as O'Hanlon plays the ball inside towards Dempsey. Dempsey finds Elliott, and as we get the ball away with Will Hughes, I give it away. Elliott finds Kearns, and it's complete and utter disbelief here at the Hawthorns. The home fans are shocked because in the 25th minute, it is West Bromwich Albion 0, Carlisle United 1, and I could not believe it. This game, this is a game which we should win comfortably. No disrespect to Carlisle United, but even with a weaker side, we should win this game comfortably, and we're 1-0 down, and this is a sign of the times right now. We are struggling massively. We are just all over the place, and Carlisle United took a shock lead here, the League 2 side going front, and in the 37th minute, we tried to respond and get ourselves an equalising goal. This cross gets cleared away, only as far as Will Hughes on the edge of the area, takes it around his man and shoots, but it goes wide the post and out for a goal kick. And it was still scoreless here as we were going into the hour mark. I was having an absolutely diabolical game. The players weren't performing, and as Ben Celeb finds Green here, he plays the ball over the top, and Chris Brunt gets taken down by Robson, and the captain for the day wins us a penalty. And thank the actual Lord for that, because this was such a poor game, and as things stood, I couldn't see us grabbing an equaliser. I really couldn't. I was all over the place. I couldn't create nothing. I couldn't break down Carlisle's defence. I couldn't defend, and thankfully for us, a mistake by Carlisle's number 3, Robson. He brings down Chris Brunt when there was no need to, and we win ourselves a penalty. So thank goodness for that. It's Chris Brunt as the clock ticks over to the hour mark here. Chris Brunt against the goalkeeper Gillespie. This is a huge pressure penalty. Chris Brunt needs to score it for us. He stutters, and thankfully he does score. He finds the top corner. The goalkeeper went the right way, but Chris Brunt makes it West Brom 1, Carlisle 1, and thankfully we are back on level terms. And seriously, I'm saying thankfully, if we went on to lose this game, I'd probably be getting sacked. Seriously, that's how bad it's been. But still, West Brom 1, Carlisle United 1, and in the 68th minute we have a corner here. Chris Brunt swings the ball in towards Julian Green, whose header hits the post, and Carlisle clear the ball away, and it's how the game ended up finishing. And look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that this was, one of those games which is the result didn't reflect the performance, if you know what I mean. I'm going to sit there and tell you the result reflected the performance 100%. We didn't deserve anything from that game. We were so goddamn poor, and in a way we were lucky to get a point, lucky to get a draw, and we're going to Carlisle United for a replay, and it's just diabolical. And I know that in last season we had a very poor performance against, I can't remember who the lower league opposition was, but in the first round for us, the third round of the FA Cup, we relied on 2 late goals to send us through, and we reached reached the FA Cup final last season despite that very, very poor start, but even so, a draw and a replay is not good enough. We're taking on Carlisle in the replay, and it's not what we need either, because we just don't have the time. We've got so many games coming in quick succession. We've got the Capital One Cup semi-finals coming up. We don't need this replay, but we've got it. Poor performance, and that's just how it is. But as always, guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like, because it is much appreciated, and of course it really does help my channel out. And I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon.